So I'm starting my lecture. So today we are going to discuss about an exploratory note on and a note on exploratory research. In the last class on the Thursday, we discussed about the research problem, and then this the next another is expertise research. We talk about this one. So today we are learning the different type of the research, much in detail about the expertise research. About the exploratory research. Exploratory research is a mean for acquiring deeper and hence more useful understanding of a business or a management problem. Now, if your business problem or if your management problem, if you want to know about that problem, then the exploratory research can help you a lot. And exploratory research does not intend to answer the research question. For example, you may have certain research question in your mind, and of these questions you want to get the answers. So this is not a job of this type of the research. Exploratory research is not going to answer your question, but it will open a new areas. It can investigate the primary things for you, and it can clear the picture about the management problem or the business problem. It can clear the view. It can clear the concept regarding these two things. Exploratory study is undertaking when much is not known about the situation, because I several times I talked to that that means I talked about that. That means when the things are unknown for you, then you can go through for the expertise research. When no information, simply this is the term that when no information is available, then you can go through for this. This is the important thing which you should keep in mind. If this is the situation with you, then I think nothing, but I'm sure that in this situation, then you can go through for the exploratory research. If the already much information is available, then no need to carry out this type of the research. And then another is exploratory research usually provides qualitative data, not the quantitative data. This is another, I think, this is the particular problem with this one. That the qualitative data is a judgmental data. The people, they are judging this one in their own way, because in last class, in last chapter, we discussed much about the difference between the subjectivity and the objectivity. So qualitative data is basically it's a type of the subjective. It is a type of the subjective data where you can write the subjective things, and the quantitative data is it is like a objective, where the answers are clear. We discussed much about the qualitative subjectivity and objectivity. The same thing is there. So probably the major issue with this type of research is about the qualitative data, and because the different people have a different concept regarding this, why they therefore the people have the different difference of the opinion in this one. Exploratory research has a serious limitations. Serious limitation. You know the word serious. Like we see that he's a serious condition. Like the Mr. A B is in serious condition. That means he's like the about to die, like this one. So therefore, the serious limitation which cannot be overlooked or ignored by the serious researchers. These cannot be ignored. Now, the one problem is that the promising idea. Promising idea means that idea which looks very attractive to you, which looks very attractive to you. Because of exploratory research, this idea may become undesirable, may be rejected because by you, or exploratory research may suggest to you to reject this idea. The one problem why the means a promising idea may be rejected because of the low sampling size, because this exploratory it's a qualitative research. In this one, normally our sample size remains very short, possible from the 10 to 15 or maximum 20 people are there. So now in the quantitative research, there are the 200, 300, 400, 500, or 1000 people are there. So now definitely there will be the disagreement, or there will be the difference between their opinion. So now, because of the shortage of the sample size, now this problem may occur that your idea, which you think is a very attractive idea, it may be rejected because of this exploratory research. On the contrary, which you think this idea is non-promising or it is not attractive, that idea may be accepted by the exploratory research. These are the two issues may happen with you in this research. So it is up to you. Okay, and then purpose of exploratory research. Now, what are the purposes? The first one is situation diagnosis. We are required to diagnose our situation. For example, what are the current important issues of the employees. In this regard, you do not know about what problems are being faced by the employees in your organization. This is the one a situation and this situation you want to diagnose the problems which are being faced by the employees who are working in your organization. Different types of problem may be monetary problem, non-monetary problem, certain other problem, maybe social, familiar problem, personal problem, environmental problems, different problem may be there. So that's why the first thing is to diagnose the situation and what are the possible explanations for decreasing employee motivation. And because of these problems, the motivation of your employees is going to be decreased. Now, what are the reasons? So now, if this is a situation which you are facing, it means it is a situation diagnosis. That means you are going to diagnose a particular situation. That the why employees they are, for example, why there is a high turnover in your organization. And another is a screening. Exploratory research is used to select the best possible alternative given the existence of such as budget limitation. Because, for example, you have a very limited budget. You have the 1 million rupees is a budget. Now, if from this 1 million rupees, how you can spend this money on the different project. So then you have to screen out. Now, for example, project A, B, C, D, E, F. So out of these 5 projects, which are the 1 or 2 projects which you can select, on which you can spend your budget, with limited budget. Otherwise, if you have unlimited budget, then you can spend your whole budget on these 5, your proposals. But the problem is that you have limited budget. Now you have to screen out the 2 out of the 5. So now it is another thing, and here it is another purpose of exploratory research. Discovering a new idea. This another problem is the way you want to discover a new idea. For example, its techniques, exploratory research can help generate the new ideas previously unthought of. Like we can say, out of the box thinking, where you can find out for example, you are facing the problem. Now it is a COVID-19. In the COVID-19, what are the problems of the people? What problem issues they are facing? People are inside their houses. Now, when they are inside their houses, what are the problem they are facing? So now, if this is a situation, for example, here you can discover a new idea. How to solve the problem of the people. For example, when their people are inside their house, they are not allowed to go out. Then the good solution of this one is, for example, Food Panda. Food Panda is delivering cooked food at your doorstep. Now it is a new idea. Now in the same manner, you can also find out another idea how to solve the problem of the people when they are inside their home. For example, another problem when they are inside the home is about the whole the time 24 hours they are inside their home and they are feeling some boredness over. They are feeling bored over there. Now, how to mitigate or how to finish their boredness? In this regard, you may be required to provide some new ideas. Another example is the employees suggest convenient ways of increasing the factory production or propose new product or services. Now, you can engage the people in your office and then you can tell them, okay, what new product you are proposing to us by keeping in view the COVID-19, because COVID-19 is providing some of the good opportunities, business opportunities to you. For example, I saw one picture. The one businessman opened a one departmental store where it put the one banner over there, the COVID-19 products. So all the products which are available in that one, which were related with the COVID-19, how to safeguard yourself from the COVID-19, whatever the products are there, all the products were available within that store. For example, your face mask, sanitizer, certain other things are there which are normally used in order to protect yourself from the COVID-19. All these products were available in that store. This is a new concept. In this way you can do. And another is a concept testing. So now you can test a concept, a new concept, new product which you want to provide. In this one, this is about testing the something that is being used as a proxy for a new or modified product, service, or program. A new type of service that you want to provide into the market, but before launching that product, this service on the large scale, you want to test the concept. Either the people will like this concept, or either people will accept your concept or not. For example, test persons are usually presented with a stimulus or description of the idea and ask if they like it or would it use it not. For example, in a different university, when I was admitted in the ICRA University, I was sitting over there, and some people from one company, they approached me and they provided a one sample, free sample to me of the fragrance body spray. And they told me, sir, please use it and then tell me about the what do you think about its fragrance, its packaging, and its price, and all these things. This is like the one kind of concept testing. And when they mean that they probably provided all the free sample to the different people, and they took the response from all these one to test their concept, either people are liking or not liking. Concept testing can help organization conserve resources by not wasting on them on schemes shown to be unpopular through the concept. So now through this concept test at a small scale, you can find out either our concept would be popular or unpopular. If it is a popular, then you can expand it at a large scale. For example, another concept testing data, one is a writer, when the producer of a drama, he's meeting up with writer and they are discussing a new concept of writing a new subject on which they can a one drama. So now their subject, they may discuss it with the different other people, and if the people they say that, okay, this concept is good, then they can work, otherwise they cannot work. Okay, and then like the example is of the metro superstore in Karachi. This is the metro superstore in the Karachi. We used concept testing to determine whether the consumer would be interested in purchasing the unrefrigerated shelf-stable yogurt. Normally, if you go on the departmental store, superstore, the yogurt they are pressing inside the refrigerator. Now, new concept is there whether either the yogurt should be kept out of the refrigerator or not. This is a new concept. So now the Metro Superstore Karachi wants to test this concept. They may put certain the products of the yogurt inside the refrigerator and certain outside the refrigerator, and then they can test the response of the customer for another 1 month. And after that one, they may decide, okay, this concept is popular or accepted or unaccepted. And then another experience survey, conversation and the interviews. Here you can have a conversation or have an interview with a knowledgeable person or expert inside or no. Now some people may be from your within your organization, some people may be outside your organization. These may be experts and who have previous experience with the problem area in question. If you are facing any problem, for example, one problem is about the employees turnover. Now the people who are inside your organization, the HR manager, and the people who are working HR department, people who are working in the other department, you may engage them and you may interview them, or the people outside your organization, like the academicians, the professor from any university, researcher from any organization. You may engage those people and ask about and interview them with why there is a high turnover in my organization. What are the possible reasons? This is the experience survey. And another the second data analysis. I already told you second data analysis. Second data is a published data. I think we discussed this one, the difference between the primary data and the secondary data. Primary data which are collected by yourself, and secondary data which is published or which has been collected by someone else and you are using it. Analysis of already existing data and literature on similar problem field can yield clues and interesting background information on the problem. For example, please keep in mind that the problem, any problem in the world, it's not a new. All the problems that means are old. So much literature is available on every topic. Yesterday, I received one research paper from one journal to review it. This was journal. This paper was focused on the COVID-19 and the entrepreneurship. Now, see, COVID is a new phenomenon, but even the several, there is several hundreds research papers have been written on this one. So, from this point of view, I think that no area is new, no area is virgin. On the all the areas, research paper have been written. So now it is our responsibility to find out those relevant literature and read it and find out what the people they did, how the people they solved the problem when they face. If you are facing the same problem, then you can get the guide from that one. Evolution of audition training programs are comparative studies available for industry questions. Now, if, for example, if you want to evaluate the training program of your organization, different evaluative methods are there, like the Kirkpatrick model is there. So through this model, you can evaluate the performance or the effectiveness of your training program. This is the one way through which you can. This is the now Kirkpatrick model is a type of the second data because much has been written on this model, and you can go through on this model and you can find out that means how the people they are evaluating their training program. In the same way, you can also evaluate your training program. And then case studies, another method is there. So through cases, using information experience gained from the similar problem situation. For example, one organization was facing one problem. You can read out that case study, and that case study, they are providing all the information that how they solve the problem. And the same guideline you can follow in order to solve the problem in your organization. So now now keep in your mind the case study you cannot generalize. The results of case study cannot be generalized because these are only generalizable within on that organization or probably within that industry, not outside that industry. Advantages are there. Entire organization can be investigated in detail and consider information can be obtained from the interviews. So now, and the good thing is that the whole organization, all the departments of that organization can be investigated in complete detail. For example, if you want to investigate the certification of the teachers of the Shabbat University. So now all the teachers who are teaching in the different various departments of this university, you can reach out them and class total. So entire university teachers who are studying, who are teaching there, you can take their interviews about their level of satisfaction. In this manner, you can cover the whole organization. Disadvantage is there. Now this is a disadvantage. Potentially difficulty in acquiring the cooperation of information from the person or organization under the study. For example, now that it is a COVID-19 and most of the teachers, they are not available inside the university. So it is very difficult to reach all the people. This is the problem is there. For example, in any organization, some people are available, some people are not available, and those who are not available within that time, now how to conduct their interviews. Sometimes it's possible that some employees, they are not ready to share the true information with you. They want to hide some information. So now how to take out that information from them. This is the disadvantage of this type of the that means that exploratory research technique. Moreover, to gain maximum benefit from the case studies require very alert, creative, flexible, intelligent, and motivated interviews. So now, if you want to take the maximum benefit from the case study, then the two things are that you have to remain alert and be creative, flexible. That means sometimes the people are available, sometimes the people are not available, and be intelligent, motivated, and all these things. So these are the important things are there, like these when you want to go through for these things, and then the pilot study is another technique that means through which you can solve the problem. A small-scale research project which uses a sampling without normally rigorous scientific standards. So now at the initial level, you can conduct this study, and then you can find out that either the people are happy from your concept, from your product or not. Primary data generated from the pilot studies are collected through the specific groups, employee, consumer, students, voters, and not from the experts, from the case situation. Now, in the case studies, we were taking the response from the experienced people, from the from the academicians. But in this one, in the pilot study, you are taking the same response, but the people are not experienced. They are general people. They are common people. From them, you can get your idea from about your product from them. And another thing is about the major component of our studies are focus group interviews, product, projective technique, and depth studies. These are the different type of the tools are there through if you want to conduct the pilot study. Okay, focus group interviews. In this one, this is a structured. This is an unstructured, free-flowing interview with a small group of the usually 6 to 10 persons, and presided by the moderator or interview. This is a focus group where you can engage few people over there. It is entirely unstructured. If you remember, I discussed about the three type of the interviews: structured interview, unstructured interview, and semi-structured interview. In the unstructured interview, there are no prepared, already prepared questions are not given. Just whatever comes to your mind, you are asking that question. This is the unstructured. Structured where already the questions are written, and only those you are allowed to ask these questions from the interview or interviews. And another thing is the semi-structured where you are allowed to ask some questions from the interview, and some questions which are written, you have to ask those questions. So now the quantity of the people in the is the 6 to 10 people, and there should be one person who can play a role of the moderator or the interviewer. And it is unstructured, like it's there is a chit chat, daily chit chat. There is no unstructured, and no formalities are there. Focus group interviews are not questions and answer sessions. Rather, group members discuss the topic in some detail in an open and candid manner. There is no only question. That means you are putting a one type of the topic in people they are asking. They are talking like the gathering among the different friends. So sometimes the friends these are talking on the politics. Sometimes they are talking on the economy. Sometimes they are talking on the social issues, personal issues. So now that means there is no that means there is no any there means answer question answer section. Just the discussion. Focus group allow group members to express their true feelings, anxieties, frustration, and to express the deep depth of their convictions in their own words. So here, the people are allowed to talk whatever they are feeling. That is true feelings are there. If you are giving it one product, if you are putting a one type of the concept over there, the people are there. They can tell, okay, I think this concept is workable. Another say, I think it's not a workable. It is a stupid type of the like the. Idea. Now the people make use these of the words and all these things. That means it's a free flow of talking with each other, and there is no any type of the like he's my boss and I'm his subordinate. Now there is no any type of the formalities. All the people are equal and just talk on the matters over there. Focus group advantages are what advantages of this one? Like the advantages, it is a flexible, brief, easy to execute, and quickly analyze, inexpensive, useful insight. These are some benefits of this type of the interview. And then if we talk about the disadvantages, that it has certain disadvantages, like small discussion group is not representative. The problem is about the representation. The major problem with the quality research is representation, because the few people are there, and most of the time it's possible they cannot represent all the people. For example, if you want to carry out there is a focus group where in the circle where you want to introduce a new product, you may call the few people from the circle and ask, okay, and show them this is your product idea, and then let them to discuss this idea. Now, probably now these few people, they may not represent all the people who are living inside the circle, but alternatively, if you go for the quantitative research, then you can cover the maximum number of the people who are there, probably in the thousands, because this maybe take quantitative research you can carry out through the with the help of the questionnaire. You can they means distribute the thousands of the question paper inside the circle, and its maximum is possible you can cover the people. So now there is a maximum representation is available in this type of the research. That the representation is very limited. So the most of the time, due to limited representation, they may not carry out the idea of the older people over there. This is the issue with this one, non-representative or misrepresentativeness. Or the few individuals may dominate the discussion to the exclusion of the others. Out of the 5 to 10 people, three or two or three, they are highly dominant on the whole discussion. Only they're talking, and the rest of the people they are not talking, or they are in the confusion. This may be possible over there, and the argument may erupt if the group is too heterogeneous and homogeneous. Heterogeneous, that means the people from the different type of the that means the backgrounds. So one person may be doctor, another may be engineer, another may be banker, another may be businessman, another person may be housewife. So now the people are heterogeneous. Now when the heterogeneity is there, the definitely heterogeneity will create heterogeneous ideas. And it may be very much difficult for the moderator to control all the people. For example, in the talk shows, on the TV channels, you now see that sometimes there are some type of the fights among the people. They start to fight with each other because they are belonging to different political parties, and they are not going to like the means agreed on the one principle. So this may be the problem with them. And then the projective techniques are there. The purpose of this is to discover an individual attitude, motivation, and ways of responding. Projective techniques function on the assumption that individual will give accurate answer if they project their answer onto a third party, inanimate object or task situation. Projecting onto someone or focusing on someone something else often overcome the feelings of shyness or so. Now in this one, purpose of this is to discover the individual attitude. Now for here you are projecting onto another person, and the common project techniques are there, like the word associations are there, sentence completion, third uh, person technique, and traumatic approach. So now these are the different techniques are there. Word association, in this way you can project the technique. Sentence, where you are giving the one sentence, half sentence, and complete this one. And then the third person technique is there, and the traumatic appreciation test is also there. These are the certain examples of the technique which you can use to apply the projective techniques, where you want to find out the individual's motivation and attitude. Now, Now, what are association like in the what's happened in this technique, that a researcher subject is represented with a research subject. Subject means your respondent is presented with lots of words at one time and asked to respond each word with the first word that comes in your mind. Both the verbal response and the subject hesitation is responding are recorded. Subject has little time to think about the. For example, you are asking one person, "What do you think about Imran Khan, President of Prime Minister of Pakistan?" Just in one word. Now, whatever the answer, who is your favorite actor? Who is your favorite politician? Who is your favorite singer? Who is like in this? You ask the different questions are, and then you can record the answer of your respondent, and you can find out and you can read his attitude, his response, his anxiety level, his stress level, his happiness level, all these things. Normally, this happens in the shows in the TV channels. Laughter shows, different type of shows are there where they are asking these type of questions, and the respondent is allowed to answer in within the one or two words. Another is about the sentence completion. This technique is requires that such a subject complete the partial sentence with the first word or phrase that comes in their mind. So you are telling him the one half sentence, and then the respondent has to complete the rest of the same sentence. This is also technique. Another third person technique is there. In this one, that such a subject are asked about the opinion of third person in regard to the other person, even or. For example, from the respondent, you are telling, okay, this person was talking about this person. So now the first person is talking about the third person with the second person. So this type of the is another one third person technique. Climate exposition are the uses the pictorial presentation with the research topic is featured. Research subjects are asked to tell what is happening in the picture and what the people it may do the next. You can show a different pictures to your respondent and then tell him, okay, what you can do with all these one. Depth interviews are there. This is another entirely it is a that means you're taking the complete interview and from the person about the particular issue. Okay, these are some useful links which I want to that you should go through on these one if you want to read out about this thing. Okay, and in this regard, these links I have opened, and I want to discuss these links with you guys. Yes. Now here, primary research and the secondary research. Primary research surveys, polls, like the survey questionnaire design, like this the questionnaire, you can collect the data, interviews, focus group, and observation. These are the types of the primary research. And the secondary research, online research, literature review, and case studies. Like these are there. Now, online research, much detail is available in the whole one because of time limitation. I cannot go through, but I will probably try the tomorrow class to discuss these concepts again in your class. In this one, again, it's a wonderful thing is there concept testing. The now definition of concept in detail is available on the concept testing. And then here another website is there, ultimate concept. So this is survey monkey concept, and this one if you go through you can find out. For example, here the copy in this packaging and copy in this packaging. Which concept you think it's a better? So now if you go through this one, you can find out some detail about the concept. Otherwise, I will discuss tomorrow. These are some of the important things are there today. Because of time limitation, I have to complete the class here. And inshallah, we will meet tomorrow. That means I will mention the time because some of the means the formalities are there today. There was a PhD seminar, so I was busy over there. That's why I extended your time from the 12 to 12:30. This happens sometime. But inshallah, I will again come tomorrow and I will take your class. And for class timing, I will share with you probably before 1 or 2 hours before the start of the class. So I'm thankful to all of you that you have given your time, and inshallah, we will meet tomorrow. Khuda Hafiz.